हेलो। हेलो।
Yeah. Wait,
ओके
and
सर, ओके।
just wait for 5 minutes because we are waiting with others. Wait, I'm there. Yeah. Good evening, friends. Myself, you, Aditya. I have 18 years of experience. I'm AWS certified trainer at associate level. Friends, I'm providing the training at associate level. I'm providing the training at associate level. Once you register the codes, then you are getting everyday class recording videos, and then the class material. You got it. At the end of the training, you got AWS interview questions, and answers, and AWS dump. You got it. That is, when you are attempting the global certification at basic level or at associate level, what previously they are asking the questions and answers, I'm providing around 800 pages. See, in my training program, I can cover the concepts. One is completely the AWS, the associate level training I'm providing. Second, I can provide the Linux basics, what it is required in my training program. I have to cover the Linux basics. And then the MySQL, I can cover it. Those are, I have to cover AWS, Linux basics, and the MySQL. I can cover the MySQL concepts. Around it is taking 22 hours. Linux basics, only few I have to discuss, the 3 hours. And the AWS, I can cover 35 hours. Total, we need to spend it the 70 hours to complete this training program. Okay, fine. Sir, what content we have to majorly cover in my training program? In my training program, I can cover the AWS contents majorly. First, I'll give the basics of the cloud computing. Cloud computing basics I'm providing. Once the basics I can complete it, then AWS introduction. And on that AWS introduction, I can cover that the global infrastructure and what are the AWS free tier limitations. I can cover that. And then the Linux basics, I can cover it. And also I can cover the services, compute service. Compute service is nothing but it's a EC2 service. It's a EC2 service. EC2 stands for the Elastic Cloud Computing. Elastic Cloud Computing. With that Elastic Cloud Computing, whatever the servers you need it, those servers we can launch it. We can also balancing the load. I can cover the compute service. Related to the compute service, there are many concepts with hands-on. I can take it. And then I can cover the storage service. I can cover the storage service. And I had to cover the IAM. Storage service is nothing but I can cover majorly the S3. That is a simple storage service. S3 stands for simple storage service. I can cover all the features related to the S3. And I can cover the IAM concept. That is identity and access management. Identity and access management. With that IAM concept, how we can create IAM usage, groups, policies, how we can create our own rules, those concepts I can cover it, and how we are providing the additional security for the root user and also the IAM user. And in this AWS, I can cover the VPC concept. That is virtual private cloud. How we can create your own virtual private cloud, how we can create the subnets, how we are creating the root table, how to create the root table, how we can launch the web server in the public subnet, how we can launch the database server in the private subnet, how we can connect the database server to the web server. All those things we can connect it in the VPC concept. There are many features are there in the VPC, that is VPC peering, VPC endpoints. All those things we can cover it on the virtual private cloud. And also I have to cover the database concept. That is using the AWS, how we can connect the MySQL. For that, what are the steps we have to follow? Here, what are the different types of databases which are supported to the MySQL databases to the AWS? In this training program, how we can connect the MySQL using the AWS, I can cover it. And also how we can launch and connect the DynamoDB. And also I can cover the services in the AWS. Lambda service, I have to cover it. And the Elastic Beanstalk is also there. Elastic Beanstalk is there. Elastic Block Store is there. EBS is the Elastic Beanstalk. Elastic Beanstalk. That is the infrastructure is providing. Automatically, the resources will be taken care by the AWS. The Elastic Block Store is nothing but Elastic Block Store is, that is using the Elastic Block Store, we can add the additional volume. It may be the Linux server, it may be the Windows server. It may be the Windows server. I can cover these two services. Elastic Beanstalk, I can cover it. Elastic Block Store also, I can cover it. And then I can cover the analytical tool, Athena, and the Glue service I have to cover. And then I can cover in the AWS Route 53. Route 53 concepts I have to cover. And finally, I can cover in the AWS the projects which are related to the compute service, EC2, the VPC, and the S3. The two projects I can cover it. And coming to the MySQL, what services I have to complete in the MySQL is the introduction to the MySQL. There are many databases are there. Out of all the databases, I'm selecting the MySQL, I can cover it. And the DDL, DML, and the DCL, TCL, and SQL constraints I have to cover. And then the SQL data types, and those are the DQL, data query languages. SQL joins also I can cover it. See, all those things I am exploring using the data sets. Exploring using the data sets. Some SQL advanced queries are also there. Windows function, hierarchical queries, how we can create the SQL views, indexes, and the PLSQL, how we can create the procedures, functions, and the triggers. And finally, I can explore the SQL projects. Those content, I can cover it in my training program. Friends, those are the content I have to cover in my training program. Okay. See, Pankaj, any questions?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You are,
Sir,
yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah. You are from which background?
You are what, sir?
You are from
Uh,
CSC?
Sir, actually, I have done my diploma in computer science engineering in
Okay,
2013.
okay,
But
okay,
after some financial issues, I have done my graduation in arts, Bachelor of Arts BA in
okay,
2019. So, but actually, I have done lots of computer programming courses. And since
okay,
2019 to till yet, I have done so many projects, web
okay,
applications, and apps using Flutter. So
okay.
after doing your course, will I get a job in cloud as a cloud engineer?
I'll tell you to the tomorrow session. Once your course will be completed, what type of jobs we can apply it. Because on the AWS introduction, I'll tell you that once your AWS course and the database course will be completed, what type of jobs we are applying, that is on tomorrow or day after tomorrow session, I have to explore that. Okay. We can
Okay, sir.
explore
Okay.
the developer jobs, we can explore it, and also the data analytic jobs, we can explore it. That is using the why, because I can cover the databases. That is my skill, I can cover it. Database analytics, we can apply the jobs also. Database related jobs, we can apply it. And admin jobs are also we can apply it related to the AWS.
And
Okay.
sir, what is a Terraform? I have listened about it.
No,
Terraform.
Terraform, I can cover it on the DevOps course. On DevOps course,
Okay,
I
sir.
can cover it. Okay. Fine. Any questions related to this training program?
No, sir.
Yeah, fine. Thank you. Subbareddy, good evening. Good evening, Subbareddy. Any questions? Yeah, fine. Now, friends, today's session, we are going to explore the basics of the cloud computing, because major our program is AWS with MySQL. AWS with MySQL. See, today we are going to explore that. We are going to explore that. What is the traditional computing? What is the traditional computing model? Traditional computing model. The drawbacks or the issues. Traditional computing model. The drawbacks or the issues. And then, what is cloud computing? What is cloud computing? What are different types of types of clouds are there? We also call it as a We also call it as a deployment models. We also call it as a deployment models. Those concepts we have to cover it. See, the traditional computing model is nothing but, that is nothing but in the normal system, that is nothing but in on-premise system, in on-premise system. See, I'll tell you the example. That is nothing but, if we are using the car is one example. In the real-time example, I am saying that if you are using for day-to-day travel, you are using the car, that is you need to purchase it, this company car. Minimum you need to invest the money 18 lakhs, and also you need to pay the road tax and the insurance, and you need to pay the GST. For example, from office to your house, the 50 kilometers up and down you are traveling using the car, right? Then you need to pay the petrol, the 5 liters, and also the maintenance cost. We can pay it. And cleaning, if you are cleaning the every day the cleaning charges we can pay it. That is up to the monthly the 3,000 rupees every day if you are cleaning. And overall spending per month, if you are purchasing the car, 20,000 per month overall expenditure you need to spend it. Apart from that, the initial investment is the 18 lakhs. 18 lakhs. That is if you are purchasing the cars. That is if we are using the car, that is if you are investing and you are using the car physically. Instead of that, instead of that, you are using the rental cars, Ola or Uber, Ola or Uber. See that as per your convenience, as per your choice, we can book it. The rental cars or the Ola or Uber. That is, if you are using the rental car, there is no maintenance, there is no petrol, there is no cleaning, there is no insurance, there is no initial investment. The average cost for 50 kilometers the up and down from your house to the office, you need to spend it 60 650 rupees to the 700 rupees you need to spend it. Means an average cost per month is 13,000 to the 15,000 rupees. Instead of that, you are purchasing, and for maintaining the all those things, you need to pay the money, investments along with you need to pay the money 20,000 rupees. 20,000 rupees, right? To think about this example and see in the traditional computing model, if you are using, that is nothing but in the on premises, you are purchasing the servers, you are purchasing the storage, or you are purchasing the infrastructure. See, the issues in the traditional computing model is, the issues in the traditional computing model is the investment cost is very, very high, because you need to invest in the infrastructure. That is nothing but the infrastructure cost is very high. That is set up and maintaining the physical servers and the networking equipment. The expensive is very cost. That is in on-premise or the normal computing model or the traditional computing model. And also see that you are purchasing the server, you need to install some softwares. For that, the licensed softwares will be required. Again, you need to pay the money for the licensed softwares. And also for maintenance issues also. For maintenance purpose, you need to spend the money. Maintenance issues are also there. Maintenance issues are also there. And also, maintenance issues are there. See, so for example, you are using the storage is 1 terabyte storage you are using. 1 terabyte storage you are using. You need to upgrade it in upcoming, right? Then what we can do it, again, you go and purchase whatever you require the storage, that's we can purchase it. That is nothing but the scalability. As per your requirement, you need to upgrade the storage capacity, or you need to upgrade the server capacity. That is easily not done it. That is nothing but the scalability issues are there. Scalability issues are there if we are using on-premise or the traditional computing model. And also, friends, see that if we are using the on-premise only, suppose in my laptop, the 10 peoples are accessing, only for those 10 peoples can be accessing, then the others cannot be accessing. If we are using the cloud environment for particular data center, the n number of users can be accessing. That is nothing but in on-premises, the limited accessibility is there. Limited accessibility is there. Limited accessibility is there. And also see friends, I'm using in my laptop, that let us assume that the 10 users are accessing in my laptop. That is to teach the online sessions, the same system is there. The 10 faculties are there. The 10 faculty members are using the same laptop. See that how we are providing the security for on-premises. That is, the security issues are also there in the traditional computing. In the traditional computing, that is the lack of security issues. Security issues. And also see that there is no flexibility. You are purchasing the servers means you are investing the lakhs of rupees. See, if we are moving from one location to another location also, it's not a flexible one. That is a lack of flexibility is there in the on-premise environment. Lack of flexibility is also there. Those are some of the issues if we are using on-premises or the traditional computing model. Like see that I'm telling the core example model, everything you need to take care of. You need to take care of it. You have to invest the initial money. You have to invest the initial money. You need to pay the petrol. You need to pay the maintenance cost. You need to pay the cleaning and overall spending. You need to maintain it. You have the driving is there, then no problem. Otherwise, per driver also you need to pay the amount. You need to pay the amount. That is in on premises. That is where you are purchasing the car. Instead of that, you are using the car rental or the Ola or Uber system. There is no maintenance, no petrol, no cleaning, no insurance, no initial investment. Average, you need to spend it the monthly 30,000 to the 15,000. Then with that, you are enjoying the car life. You are enjoying the car life, right? See, if we are using the on-premises, those are nothing but some of the issues are there. Some of the issues are the problems are also there. Now, instead of that, you are using the cloud environment, cloud computing. So whatever the issues are there, those issues can be resolved if we are using the cloud computing. Sir, before that, what is the cloud computing? What is the cloud computing? What is the cloud computing? Up to this, we have clear whatever I have to explain the traditional computing model or the on-premise, clear. I can explore with an example. Pankaj, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine. Now, we're going to explore that what is the cloud computing? What is the cloud computing? The cloud computing, it is providing on-demand availability of computing services. That is, cloud computing is providing on-demand availability of services. On-demand availability of services is nothing but whatever you are required. Whatever you are required. For example, you need the server as per your requirement, it is providing the server. You need the storage, whatever the storage you required it, that much of storage it is provided. You need the database, it is providing the databases using the cloud environment. You need the networking, it is providing the networking. That is nothing but the cloud computing, it is providing on-demand availability of computing services like servers, storage, databases, networking, whatever you required it, it is providing the cloud computing. That's why I mentioned the point is cloud computing is providing on-demand availability of computing services. on-demand availability of computing services. Whatever you are required related to the storage, servers, or the databases, or the networking, etc., it is providing the cloud computing. How it is providing the services means based on the internet connection, based on the internet connection. Without internet connection, it can't provide any services. We can't use any services. The thing is, the internet connection will be required. Internet connection will be required, right? See, without internet connection, we can't provide any services. Any services. So tell me the example for the cloud computing is, I'm telling the popular clouds is, one is Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services, that is number one cloud service platform throughout globally. Second is the Azure, Microsoft Azure, Google Cloud Platform, IBM. Those are the examples where the cloud computing I am representing. Those are the examples for the cloud computing I am representing. Okay, fine. See, what is the cloud computing? Cloud computing is providing on-demand availability of computing services. Whatever you are required, servers, storage, databases, or the networking, or etc., right? It is providing the cloud computing based on your requirement. How it is providing the services? With the help of the internet connection. With the help of the internet connection. See, I'm telling the example. If you went to the supermarket, there are many items are there. The many items are there. Whatever you are required, the items, those things you are take up, and then for those you are paying the money to that billing counter. Similarly, if we are using the cloud platform, whatever you are using the service, you are using the servers as per your requirement with that CPUs and the memory and the storage, you need to pay the amount only for that one. Many items, many services which are providing the providers. Provider is nothing but whoever providing the service. Provider is nothing but whoever providing the service. That person is nothing but the cloud service provider. If we are using the AWS is the provider. If we are using the Azure is the cloud service provider. If we are using the Google Cloud Platform, then the Google is a cloud service provider. Whatever the service you are using, for that service, you need to pay the amount to the service provider. You need to pay the amount to the cloud service provider. It may be using the AWS, or it may be using the Azure, or it may be using the Google Cloud Platform. See, that is nothing but all the services are there. It is providing pay-per usage model. Pay-per usage model. Whatever the service you are using, only for that service you need to pay the amount to the provider. The remaining services, no need to pay that one. No need to pay that one. If we are purchasing physically the 5 TB storage, you are not utilizing that 5 TB storage, then at the investment, you need to pay them. You are purchasing the physically server, it may use the server, it may not use the server. You are investing the money physically in the on-premises or the traditional computing. Whereas in the cloud computing, whatever the service you are using, whatever the storage you are using, whatever the database you are using, then for that usage only, you are paying the money to the service provider. That is the main advantage in the cloud computing. See, the cloud computing, the main advantages I mentioned the point is, that is, it is resolving the issues in the traditional computing or the on-premise computing is, that is the advantages of cloud computing is, see, just now I am saying the point, one of the advantages, there are many services which are available. Whatever the service you need it, you need the server as per your requirement, that is the 2 CPUs and the 4 GB RAM and the storage, you need it, the particular storage, it may be the 1 TB or it may be whatever, as per your requirement, only you need to pay that one only. That is nothing but the cloud computing is providing the pay-per usage model. paper usage model. Paper usage model. And also one more advantage I have to mention, that if we are using the cloud platform, that is a on-demand scalability can be provided. On-demand scalability can be provided. That is nothing but, see, if we are using initially the 2 CPUs and 4 GB RAM you are using, then day by day your business will be increased. Then at the time you need to increase the more number of CPUs and the RAM capacity without disturbing your application. We can scale up. You need the 4 CPUs, you need the more RAM capacity, we can, it is also provided. That is nothing but the scalability can be providing if we are using the cloud platform. If you are using the cloud platform, further your business will be down, then again you come back to here, then it is also providing the scale down feature also. That is nothing but the cloud platform is providing on demand scalability can be provided. And one more advantage is there. If we are using the cloud platform, we can access the services at any place, at any location, 24 by 7, 365 days, we can access it. That is nothing but the cloud computing is providing the global accessibility. Global accessibility can be provided, right? And also, your work has to collaborate with others. Your project work or some research work or some other work, you want to collaborate it with others. Using the cloud platform, we can easily done the collaboration feature also. We can easily done the collaboration feature. That is a enhanced collaboration feature is provided. Enhanced collaboration feature will be provided. And also friends, the cloud computing is providing the robust security can also be provided. Each and it may be using the data center, there are a number of users are accessing from that particular data center. It is providing each and every customer, every user individually, it is providing the security. It is providing the security, right? See, those are some of the advantages I have to mention if we are using the cloud platform. If we are using the cloud platform, right? See, those are some of the advantages I have to mention. See, in this session, I have to explore that if we are using the traditional computing model, what are the issues you are facing, or in on premises, what are the issues, what are the challenges are there in the on premises, I have to mention in the traditional computing. To overcome that, the cloud computing will be introduced. What is the cloud computing, and what are the examples of the cloud computing, and what are the advantages of the cloud computing? I have to mention that. I have to mention that. Clear? Clear? Pankaj?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Any questions till now?
No, sir.
Yeah. See, I'll send the what content I have to cover. Okay. I have to cover what are the content I have to cover in the chat box. I'll send it. Just wait. We can refer the content also. This is wait.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
You have that one?
Sir, I don't understand why do we cover the MySQL inside the AWS?
Because in the services we need to explore, we need to learn the MySQL. I can tell you the importance of the MySQL while teaching the MySQL concept. See, many applications, many things we are using the MySQL and the Python concepts. Python concepts. It may be in the data analytics, or it may be in the data engineering, or it may be in the data science. We are using the MySQL and the Python concepts. That's why even in my services also I can cover it. In the Athena, I can use that the MySQL concept. In the Glue service also, I'm using the MySQL concepts. In the database concepts also, I can use it. That's why everyone has to know and learn that the MySQL. That's why I can introduce that MySQL concepts. MySQL or the SQL concepts, I can introduce it. Okay,
Okay, sir.
clear? Yeah, I'll send the content. You can check it. On tomorrow's session, I have to explore that. I have to explore that. What are different types of clouds are there? That is cloud deployment models, or we also call it as types of clouds, and cloud delivery models. That's we also call it as layers of clouds. Layers of clouds. We also call it as service models. Service models. And then on tomorrow's session, I had to introduce the AWS introduction. AWS introduction. I can cover the AWS introduction. On that AWS introduction, I can cover that the global infrastructure. Global infrastructure. What are the data centers are there? What are the regionals? What are the availability zones are there? I can cover the AWS global infrastructure. Those content I have to cover on tomorrow's session. Any questions related to this today's session?
No, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So tomorrow we'll meet the same time, because the demonstrations I'm taking the less time only, half an hour time only I'm taking. But once the demonstrations will be over, I can completely take the 1 hour sessions. Right? Clear?
Okay, sir. So tomorrow will be a paid lecture or demo lecture also tomorrow?
Demo lectures only. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Once you
Sir,
have,
the
yes,
regard.
yes, I'll tell you. Once you have the clear idea, that is, I'll tell you the 2-3 days, the cloud basics, and how to launch the Linux server, how to launch the Windows server, how we can transfer the files. I'll tell you on the demonstrations, no problem at all. Right? And cloud basics also, I'm telling that once that concept will be over, from MySQL onwards, they are changing the paid link, because MySQL and SQL, or the MySQL and the Python is very, very essentials. That is, if you learn these two in the perfect, then the 50% you are upgrading. Then the remaining 50% you need to upgrade the cloud skills. It may be the AWS, or it may be the Azure, or it may be the Google Cloud. Now you are using the number one cloud service platform, that is nothing but the AWS. On that also we are using this one, AWS and the MySQL. MySQL and the databases we are using MySQL and Python, right?
Okay, sir.
Okay, with that I can stop the session. Tomorrow I'll continue the same concept. Okay, same time.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank
At
you.
which time, sir?
Same, 7 p.m. 7 p.m.
Okay. Okay.
7 p.m. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.